Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good week. Guys, we're now on episode 6, the final episode of the West Ham Player Profile mini-series, talking about the players that you voted for in the poll last week in relation to who you feel deserve to stay at West Ham United for the upcoming championship season. As always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor, 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they're currently supporting a hell of a lot of food banks. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop, and you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. So if you're wondering why I'm wearing this t-shirt, this is an example of the gear that you can buy in the channel shop as per the animation that's up here. So if you want to go and grab yourself a really nice t-shirt that I've designed, there's 10% off if you use the code come on your own COYI at checkout. There's 10% off everything there, so that's going to last until the first game of the season. So guys, go grab yourself a nice t-shirt as well for that matter, and you'll be helping supporting me to make better content. So okay, so let's talk about Jarrod. As we know, he's a 29-year-old England international who really deserves to have an England call up. As we know, when we come to his stats in a minute, he's done no worse nor no better than anybody in his position that have been called up to the England squad. So we'll talk about that at another time. As we know, he's right-footed and he plays out on the right wing, but he can also play all over the forward line, including attacking midfielder, second striker, and also centre forward. But he is not an actual striker himself. As I mentioned, in 42 appearances in all competitions last season, he scored 11 goals and had 12 assists, including 2 goals in the FA Cup. Now, as you remember, both, at least one of those was a penalty. So let's look at his strengths. Now, in terms of his clinical finishing abilities, he is well known for his overperforming expected goals ratio, or the XG. Bowen is an extremely efficient finisher inside the box, possessing the rare ability to strike the ball cleanly with both feet. But at the same point, guys, he has had quite a rocky last couple of seasons. I don't know if he is suffering with a little niggle or something, but there is something stopping him going to the heights that we know he can do. Now, in terms of his movement, rather than relying purely on fancy dribbling like Jude Bellingham, for example, who's really starting to piss me off. Yes, okay, he was the golden boy against Panama, with a goal and an assist in that game, but that was it. Nobody else really did anything, unfortunately. But as I say, rather than relying purely on fancy dribbling, he creates space with sharp striker-like swivels and perfectly timed runs into the channels behind the defensive line. So again, one of the reasons why he needs to be in the England setup. Now, in terms of his defensive contributions, now, guys, I've mentioned this quite a few times. He does strut back way too much in terms of what I feel he should be doing as a centre forward. But at the same point, Andy Carroll used to do the same thing as well. Now, in terms of his defensive contribution, he is highly active out of possession. He consistently wins defensive duels and records above average interceptions for an attacker, making him a crucial first line of defense. As I say, that just basically means he's defending more than anybody else around him, quite frankly. Now, in terms of his work rate, he can play seamlessly across the front line and possesses the stamina to maintain a high intensity press for the full 90 minutes. And he is phenomenal at that. He really, really is. Now, in terms of his set piece ability, he is an effective crosser and an asset when taking corners and set pieces, including being able to score from aerial duels. But in terms of defending aerial duels, this is his weakness, because as he is 5'7" or 175 centimeters for those in the European market, he is generally weak in the air and is not a primary target for winning standard long balls or defensive headers. But as I say, he can score headers from corners. Now, in terms of his physical strength, which is also a bit of a weakness of him, bless him, while he has good pace and stamina, he can be outmuscled by larger, more physical central defenders. excuse me, when playing with his back to goal. So basically, that is an issue he needs to sort out. And in terms of his dribbling abilities, he is more direct and off the ball. He is more direct and off the ball orientated than a flashy, close control dribbler like a Wilfred Zaha or maybe even a Riyad Mahrez as well, for that example. Meaning we struggle slightly in tight, heavily congested spaces. So basically, if he's been heavily marked, then he won't come away with the ball. So, as much as I love Jarrod, I think he's a phenomenal player. Those are weaknesses that he needs to be working on. But as I say, he is the best of the England crop at the minute. He really is. Thomas Tuchel's made some stupid mistakes. That includes not bringing up Bowen into the side. He offers so much more off the bench than the players we've currently got on in games. It's ridiculous, but it is what it is. And quite frankly, I'm quite happy because if he is, from that point of view, because if he is struggling with a niggle, then I'm very happy with him to have the rest, take some time out with his family, etc., and get himself fit for the championship season because he's gonna quickly remember how physically dominant that league is. I know the Premier League is as well, for that matter. But guys, the championship is another level. So guys, thank you very, very much for your time. Put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on it. As I say, if you want to buy this t-shirt or any other t-shirt that's in the channel shop, then by all means, please do click the Teespring link in the description below. If you want to donate directly to iron supporting food banks, and there's a link in the description as well, for that matter. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and thank you to everybody that's watching the clips on Instagram. It's getting more views over there than it is here for some stupid reason, but it is what it is. Guys, thank you very, very much for your time. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. In actual fact, I'll speak to you tomorrow because we've got some stuff to talk about. All the best now. Take care.